What I hear frequently from women who are making this transition is, "Oh, I'm working on my website." It's one of the first things they do. And the other side of the coin are those that have had websites like I did for 8 years or more that are no longer reflective of the brand, and uh, don't even reflect who you are anymore. But because I didn't think it mattered, I let it go for a really long time. So those are two sides of a spectrum. So what is your recommendation on when is it important to build a website, and why is the website such a powerful selling tool, as you said when we were talking
Yeah, that's a
before?
great question. And I think there's kind of two different tracks, as you mentioned, to talk about. So, if you are newer in business, I think that people can kind of push aside a website. But I think that the reframe needs to be that a website is really a credibility tool, right? It's like it's your storefront. When you have an online business or even when you have an offline business, that's where people go to gather information. They want to find out, they want to see whether they're conscious of it or not. They want to see, well, how do you present yourself? Does this person make sense? Does it feel trustworthy? Do they have social proof? What, like, it gives, when you're a person out there as a personal brand, it gives it form. It gives your presence form to for somebody to interpret who you are and how you show up in the world and what is your mission. And so, if you are newer in business, I would just encourage you to not discount it. And also, I would say, maybe you just need a one-page website. If you're just starting out your business, a one-page website is I would never say easy because the website's always more work than you anticipate, but it's very manageable. And you really need like a good hero line, which is really important because that's your first impression. You can have a smaller photo shoot because you need assets for one page as opposed to 5 to 20 pages depending on the scope of your business. And you can have an about me section. You can have like a little bit of a blurb about how, oftentimes when you're starting out, you're either doing beta, courses or things like that, or you're doing consulting or coaching and you're, doing a sales call for your selling modality. So you can easily have a book a call link on there. So I think that's probably the best way to go about it. And that's one of the reasons that I created one page website templates inside of my template shop, because you want to still feel professional. You still want people to, perceive you as someone who's legit and an expert. And you shouldn't be shortchanged that just because you're newer in your business. So that would be my recommendation for someone who's just starting out, is to build a one page template. And if you have no design background whatsoever, I recommend using a template because it's already done.
Mhm.
Somebody's already thought about the format and the structure, and you just go in and you plug and play your information and put it in there. And it's, relatively easy to just set up your back end tech to make it live. And then you have somewhere to send people. So that's really helpful for people. So I'll pause there if you have any questions or
Yeah.
comments before we talk about like more advanced.
Yeah, no, absolutely.